what's up everybody? I'm SuperSonicJB.
Come on, man. Come on. Put them hands up. Time to fight. Time to cut these hands, man. Come on.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. You say you want to fight, so I'm here to fight. Come on. Put them hands up, bro.
No. I said I was playing a fighting game. I didn't say I wanted to start a fight.
Oh, thank God I don't know how to fight.
Don't worry, that's why God created fighting games, so that we can learn how to punch and kick in real life. I mean, just look at this complicated combo. Man, that was tough. Thank God Fate Unlimited Codes is a real thing. Fate Stay Night. Such a great and family-friendly anime, if you don't count the gory parts. I've been a big fan of Fate Stay Night for a long time now, and no, I don't just like this anime because of Rin's thighs. I love the story and characters a lot, and throughout the years there's been a handful of video games released revolving around the series. Here's the thing though, a lot of these games were Japan exclusive, and that sucks as some of these games looked absolutely awesome. Now last year I reviewed one of these few games to make it outside Japan, and it was a mediocre cooking game that led me to spitting out some rice out of my mouth. But even still, that review made me want to try out some other Fate Stay Night games, and one of the ones I really wanted to check out was Fate Unlimited Codes. This was originally a Japanese arcade fighting game released back in 2008. Later this game was released on the PS2 and PSP systems. However, it was only available for the PSP handheld for us non-Japanese folks, but thankfully emulators are a thing that exists. Just like Eminem's car racing. Now, not a lot of people talk about this game, so I thought I'd change that and do a review on this game, so let's check out Fate Unlimited Codes.
Fate Unlimited Code.
Man, that gave me chills. So this game was made by Capcom, as well as Type Moon, Cavia, A-Ting, and wow, that's a lot of people working on this thing. What's next? Is Nintendo gonna add a Mario hat in this game and be considered a part of the team? So off the bat, we have a few different modes to choose from, like Arcade, versus CPU, 2-player mode, Spectate, Practice/Tutorial, Mission, and Extras. I'll start things off with the tutorial, to learn the basic mechanics. And I love how the first thing the game teaches me is how to move. Moving. This is the most basic of commands. Move to get closer or further away from your opponent. Whoa, really? That's how moving works? I had no idea! Who knew that Fate Unlimited Codes created the art of movement? If this game didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to wave the camera awkwardly. I also love that after you complete a step in the tutorial, the announcer is like, Omimoto. Just imagine hearing that after doing something.
Omimoto. 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 Omimoto.
Omimoto.
Now, believe it or not, this game has a story mode revolving around each character. In the arcade mode, you play through 8 stages with a character, and you'll get some cutscenes explaining the character's backstory and what they want to accomplish. So basically, the story revolves around scenes from the anime. Take our boy Shiro, for example. His arcade mode starts out with him meeting Saber for the first time, and him wanting to stop the Holy Grail War. Now, for each character's arcade mode, they all play pretty much the same. You take on 8 different opponents in 8 different stages, and every once in a while you get a little bit of a story cutscene playing out. Now, the cutscenes themselves aren't anything too special, they're normally just JPEGs with text and voice acting, and sometimes there's cutscenes with character icons speaking back and forth to each other with a cool background added. Personally, I wish these cutscenes were animated. I mean, anybody can do this. Yo, Aaron, how was your day today?
Could have been better. I keep trying to get a shiny Turtwig in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Dang, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's been like 3 years.
Too bad you're not as lucky as me. I got shiny on my first try.
Okay, you know what? That's it. You're dead. You're dead, mate.
I'm sorry, what?
That was my shiny Turtwig that you stole, and now I'm gonna fight you to the death for it.
Oh, come on, man. You're overreacting.
Okay, sorry, but standing here, I realized that you were just like me trying to make history, and you did, and now I must kill you for that.
Wait, were you just quoting a meme there?
Listen, bro, shut up. It's time to die. It's time to die. Let's go.
There's a total of 17 playable characters in this game, with some of them being unlocked. These include Shiro, Saber, Rin, Archer, Berserker, Rider, Rosette, Sakura, Lancer, Caster, Gilgamesh, Luvia, Kotamine, Assassin, Saber Alt, Zero Lancer, and Laserette. Sorry, Ilya, but you're not playable here.
You know how much I sacrificed? You're out.
Each character has their own unique moveset with different strengths and weaknesses. I mean, just look at Berserker here. He's huge! He's got insane strength and range, but man, his moveset speed is really bad. Plus, he's so big that he'll get comboed pretty easily. I'll say this though, the developers did a great job of making every character feel fun to play. Though I do feel like they should have added a few more other characters who would have been great picks for the game. Maybe for a remake or port sometime in the future. Yeah, who am I kidding? This game's gonna be stuck on the PSP till I die. Or until One Piece ends. So how the gameplay works in this game is you have 3 different attack buttons to choose from. You have fast attacks which come out very quickly but don't do a lot of damage, medium attacks which have decent speed and damage output, and strong attacks which are super slow but pack a big punch. If you do certain button inputs, you can unleash special attacks on your opponents and set up some awesome combos. Though if you're like me, you'll just down tilt for days. You can even pause the game and look at all the different button inputs you have. Although I tend to suck at performing some of these. Why isn't this freaking combo working? No, I didn't want a teabag, I wanted to punch! This game sucks. You can also jump, attack in the air, move to the side, and block some attacks. You can also dash forward and back, but sometimes that input doesn't work for some reason. Your goal is to deplete your opponent's health bar down to 0. During the fight, you'll start to fill out this holy grail thing in the middle. Once it's full, you can unleash your super receptions, which are special moves that unleash a ton of damage. But they only last for a short period of time, so use them wisely. You also have a meter at the bottom, and once it's full, you can use up to 3 different special moves, with each move having different power levels. At the start of every match, the characters you choose have a nice little chit chat. But since it's in Japanese, I have no idea what they're saying, but if I were to guess, I'm assuming it went like this. Hey Rin, nice thighs you got there. It's not like I like you or anything, you baka. Also, I just have to mention this, but when Rin gets hit, it definitely sounds very inappropriate, to say the least.
Hey Josh, what are you playing? Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see anything.
Now, there's a decent amount of stages to play from, and all these stages are all around areas in the anime. The stages all look pretty nice, but there's not a lot happening in them. There's no stage hazards or anything, which some people might consider a good thing, but man, the stages don't feel as energetic or lifelike without anything happening in them. But whatever, it's just a small complaint I have. The graphics in this game are decent, but nothing too special, especially when comparing it to another game released around the same time called Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. The PSP version is a little newer, but looks a little bit worse than the PS2 version, which kinda sucks. However, something big that this game had going on for it was the potential for competitive gameplay. The game itself was pretty easy for new players to grasp, and people started having competitive esports tournaments revolve around this game. Even to this day, this game is played competitively throughout the esports scene. I mean, I never competed in one of these specific tournaments, but, you know, if I ever wanted to, I can. I mean, I'd probably get beaten badly because all I do is down tilt for days, but whatever. And of course, we have to mention the music in this game. It sounds absolutely awesome. The battle music is super hype and makes it feel like I can run a marathon. And then immediately pass out due to dehydration. Even simple things like the menu screen have absolutely beautiful sounding music. Heck, even the tutorial music sounds good. Too bad it gets ruined by hearing the constant
Omimoto.
Yes, I get it already. Shut up! Another thing that I mentioned earlier this game has is a missions mode. In this mode, you choose a character and play through a bunch of missions where you need to complete specific objectives, like beating an enemy with a specific combo or win a fight with most of your health gone. Once you complete a mission, you unlock a new one, and there's a big handful of them to complete, so it may take you a while to beat all of them. And some of these missions are pretty hard to beat, so be careful not to break your controller in a feat of rage. And of course, we can't forget about the spectate mode, where you watch 2 CPUs fight to the death. Here we go, it's time to see Sakura versus Caster fight to the death. Who will win this awesome fight? Wow, what an amazing move by Sakura! That jump was legendary! How will Caster top it? Holy crap, did you see that? What an intense match, people! There's also some cool extra missions that are honestly a ton of fun to play through. Each character has their own specific extra mission, which plays more like a mini game than a standard fight. like in Shiro's mission for example, where Ilya chases him down in his berserker car, shooting at him. I don't know what the devs are smoking when they made this part, but at least it's funny. Also, I lied, Ilya is actually playable, but only in Berserker's extra mission, and all she does is uppercut her enemies. And of course, we can't forget Kodamin's spicy tofu attack, where he has to eat the tofu as fast as possible before his health runs out. Also, he has some awful table manners. And for Rin's mission, she decides she wants to shoot Shiro. These extra missions are one of my favorite parts in the game, and I'm glad they're unique and different compared to the rest of the game. Also, you probably already noticed this, but yes, this game does have some jiggle physics. Hey, I didn't make the game myself, the devs knew exactly what they were doing. There's also some fun little extras that you can unlock that include illustrations, movies, and different costumes for a character. These aren't anything too special, but they're a nice add-on nonetheless. And yeah, there's even an online multiplayer mode, but sadly it no longer works, which is unfortunate but understandable. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is the survival mode. In this mode you battle through a series of opponents and try to survive as long as possible. The mode will only end if you die. It also keeps track of how many wins you're able to get, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. And yeah, that's all I had to say about this game. However, I will add this last piece. I'm glad emulations are a thing, because if not, I wouldn't be able to play this game outside of a Japanese arcade. Or a Colossal Con. The game was only available digitally outside Japan, and today it's no longer on the PlayStation Store, which really sucks. The game came out at a time where the Fate series wasn't nearly as popular as it is today, and unfortunately it sold very poorly, but thanks to emulation, as well as its spot in the esports community, this game lives on. So that was Fate Unlimited Codes, and overall, I thought it was a really enjoyable game. I really hope it gets a remake or re-release someday. And one thing's for sure, that game taught me a lot about button mashing. It's such a great way to actually do combos. I mean, just look at this masterpiece. Best combo ever. I'm sure I won a championship doing that.